The evolution of Instagram. Instagram turned 10 years old last week. The app has evolved from a photo sharing service to the world's sixth most popular social media platform with over 1 billion active users and the birthplace of hundreds of cultural trends over the last decade. We'll go over the app's evolution, how it's become one of the most powerful social media networks, and how you can use Instagram for business. Here we go. Instagram debuted in October 2010 as a mobile photo sharing social media platform. Users could upload square-shaped photos to their profiles using the app. Users could also edit their images with filters such as X Pro 2, Early Bird, 1975, and others, which set it apart from other media sharing apps. After only 2 months, the app had over 1 million active users, with more joining daily. A few years later, in 2012, Facebook paid more than $1 billion for Instagram, although Instagram had no revenue. The app's popularity grew further with a few months, and within a few months, it had reached 80 million users. To help generate revenue from Instagram, Facebook launched sponsored posts in 2013, allowing brands to advertise on the platform and help the app to generate revenue. These sponsored posts can be created using Facebook's Business Manager systems, which now offers various campaign types. Previously, the only way to advertise on the platform was through organic means, a much less targeted method. Following a few more filter updates and general system-style updates, Instagram began to release in-app features and external apps to keep up with competitors. One of their most popular external apps, for example, is Boomerang, which is neither a photo nor a GIF. Instead, it's a series of photos combined into a short video clip that moves forward and reverse. They recently launched Instagram Stories within the app, where you can add photos or video clips that can only stay up for 24 hours or stream live video. It's not dissimilar to what you can do on rival apps like Snapchat. Instagram announced near the end of 2016 that it had reached over 600 million users on its platform. It is now one of the most popular social media apps for personal and business use. How brands can utilize Instagram. Because Instagram is one of the most popular social media platforms, brands must use it to their advantage. Some brands, such as law firms or non-visual brands, may not be appropriate for use on Instagram. Instagram is ideal for creative industries and brands because it is all about visuals. Instagram is not a conversion platform. It is more of a brand awareness platform with the potential to bring in conversions. It's more difficult to drive organic traffic because you can't link directly back to products featured in shots. They are gradually introducing an in-app shopping experience currently limited to larger established brands. However, they are gradually allowing slightly smaller but well-known brands. Another way to drive traffic is through Instagram Stories, where you can include links that people will be directed to if they swipe up. If you're a fashion brand, we have written a more in-depth blog post about how to succeed on the platform. Instagram's expansions beyond photo sharing. Founded in 2010 by Kevin Systrom and Mike Krieg, the app quickly established itself as a legitimate competitor to Facebook's social media space dominance. So few were surprised when Mark Zuckerberg's company purchased Instagram for $1 billion only 2 years later. Since these acquisitions, Instagram has grown beyond simple image sharing in its quest to become a one-stop shop for all social media users' needs and compete with emerging competitors' apps. Instagram Stories debuted in 2016 when Snapchat was dominating the social media landscape. In 2018, the app launched IGTV and more recently Reels, a long-awaited video sharing feature dubbed a TikTok clone. With so many advertising options, it's no surprise that Instagram is marketers' second favorite channel for influencers collaborations in the next 12 months. According to Takumi's recent white paper, which surveyed 3,500 marketers, influencers, and consumers across the UK, US, and Germany, championing creativity. However, the introductions of Stories, IGTV, and Reels did not solely increase the user engagement with Instagram. Since the app's inception, the concept has also evolved, attracting a broader range of users. The app was launched in 2010 as a photo-sharing platform, with the first image being a stray dog photographed by Kevin Systrom. Since then, the content has expanded to include photos of cats and dogs, food, landmarks, fashion, and anything else you can think of. Most of this content is based on a theme Instagram has promoted over the last 10 years: creativity. Sarah Tasker, UK Instagram expert and creative business coach, claimed in her 2019 book, #Authentic, Finding Creativity and Building a Community on Instagram and Beyond, that Instagram has given the world license to be more creative. From the mom who feels like it gives her permissions to photograph her art, to the hotels, bars, and restaurants spending big budgets on click-appealing interiors and super shareable spots. The rise of political content on Instagram. However, it would be naive to claim that all Instagram content is solely focused on being creative. For example, we've seen the app become a hub for political content in recent months, with its ability to connect activists from all over the world highlighted during this summer Black Lives Matter protests. Instagram is an indispensable tool for marketers due to its diverse audience and various advertising channels such as Reels and IGTV. Over the last decade, it has been at the center of hundreds of cultural moments, showing no signs of slowing down, with Instagram surpassing the billion users mark in 2018. It's difficult to predict what social media trends will emerge in the next 10 years, but one thing is certain: Instagram will be at its center. Video on Instagram. To that end, Mosseri isn't the first to suggest that Instagram is more than just a photo app. Photos are moments and visual imagery, but they are only a subset. The video was the obvious evolution. One of the distinguishing features of digital services over analog services is that they are not limited by medium. A magazine can only ever contain photos, and television shows can only ever contain videos. But when everything is one and zeros, there is no need to be constrained by one particular manifestations of those ones and zeros. Instagram understood this from the start. The fact that it began as a photo app was due to technological constraints, not ideology. Algorithmic feed. Instagram's third evolution was the introductions of the algorithmic feed, which was met with outrage reminiscent of the reactions of Mosseri's video. Mosseri cited users' research indicating that Instagram users use the app for entertainment. Still, I believe the service is even more persuaded by how users use the app. When it comes to their services, Facebook knows better than anyone that revealed preference, what users do, is a far more powerful indicator than the stated preference they say they want. Stories. Instagram's biggest shift, however, and the episode from which Mosseri's video can be drawn, was the introductions of Stories, which a feed was native to digital, endless content tailored to you. Snapchat Stories were designed specifically for mobile. They took up the entire screen and their advance on their own, and with a single tap. Their ephemeral nature was also a strong draw to keep you returning to the app day after day. What struck me about this shift was its shamelessness. I dubbed it the audacity of copying well. The network was the product of Instagram's initial evolution, and adding a new format to that network was generally no different than adding an algorithmic feed. You could now access moments, to use Systrom's term, in a more user-friendly format. Taking on TikTok. Mosseri was certainly correct in stating that TikTok poses a serious competitive threat to Facebook. According to Apps Annie's State of Mobile 2021 report, time spent on TikTok has surpassed time spent on the Facebook app and Instagram in the United States. While the FTC didn't even mention TikTok in its antitrust case against Facebook, this is a major issue for an advertising-based company because of the zero marginal cost of transmitting ones and zeros. The defining characteristic of digital is abundance, which means that the time is the most important plane of competitions due to its inherent scarcity. The entertainment goal. So far, I've framed Mosseri's announced change with the context of Instagram's ongoing evolutions as an app. From photo filters, to network, to video, to algorithmic feed, to stories. All of these changes, however, were made in the spirit of Systrom's original missions of capturing and sharing moments. The future of Instagram. With its constant tactical improvements, Instagram's future looks bright while maintaining a similar versions of its original app. Its revenues are said to be increasing in lockstep with the numbers of users. I'm just curious about their next venture. Let us know your views on the evolutions in the comments below.